It's on a t-shirt.
Shout out
What's up,
to
everybody?
everybody. How's everyone
Oh,
doing?
you know what it is? My chair is lower than
There
normal.
it is. So for you know what it
It's
is,
broken.
you don't get it. Elliot's like, "What's wrong with my mic? Why isn't this working? What's happening here?"
It's lower than it normally
Nothing. It
is.
turns out was wrong with the mic. I mean, I'm talking into the mic, even though I'm talking to the camera right now, which is I'm like, "Hello."
Yes. And also, are we sure this is working? All right, let me just make sure that's plugged in.
I
Yes.
appreciate your general like nerves about everything working.
Well, the worst would be, I guess with this, it wouldn't matter as much. But if we recorded and you didn't have the audio,
Well, yeah,
that's what I mean with this.
Yeah,
is,
we don't have to worry too much about that.
All right.
I'm not a nervous Nelly when it comes to that.
Like you can be a nervous Nelly.
No, in the past, people have lost podcasts before. I don't do that.
Yes,
You
it's
know.
not your
my
your
thing.
brand.
Yes, it's not my brand. Now there's a lock for this computer to crash right soon.
I was gonna say you are jinxing us.
Yes. All right. You ready to roll?
I am.
Hey, hello. It is the Go Birds podcast presented by the Bet Parks Sportsbook and Casino app. Elliot Trip Parks, James Helter with you. A lot to get into from a Bet Parks picks perspective today.
Yes.
We'll get into the Sixers in a bit, but it's that time of year, buddy. Beautiful time of year. Trips are going to be planned.
Oh, yes,
Everyone's
yes.
going to be knowing where we're going. It's schedule time.
I thought you were talking about the fact that I'm going to see Taylor Swift on Friday. That's what I thought you were talking
Didn't
about.
realize it was on Friday.
It is on
So there you
Friday.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going out today, getting some new clothes. It'll be an
Or you
exciting.
getting new clothes for the concert?
Well,
That's the way
yes,
these are? See,
yes,
yeah. Man, the concerts I go to is not a new clothes type of concert.
Well, no, your clothes seem like this is a fish shirt
Yeah,
I
it's
got.
like,
from
I wore this 6
15
days in a row. Let's
exactly,
go
yeah,
for 7.
exactly,
Yes, yes.
But I need new summer clothes anyway, so it's a good excuse to go do it.
Is it a good excuse?
We'll see if
Good
Kristen
excuse?
agrees with that excuse. But might have to go a little bit before
So you're
I go.
excited? You led the pod with that. I'm trying to talk Eagle schedule, and you're like,
Well,
yeah.
we'll get into
You're
the
like,
schedule.
yeah, but Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't really know a lot of Taylor Swift songs, but I feel like it's the concert event of the year, so I have to be there. It's pretty much where I land on it. I have to be there. I'll feel too left out, knowing it's taking place and I can't be there. It's not really my style.
I will not be there, and I will be absolutely fine not being there.
As a concert guy, but I'll say this: apparently, it's like 3 hours.
I mean, that's nothing.
Well,
nothing.
it's
No.
way too long.
Yeah.
She should just play the 4 songs I know, and then we can get out of there.
Look, I would go to a Taylor Swift concert. I just wouldn't pay $1,500 to do it. I mean,
Oh.
regular. If someone
Cost
said,
what it costs.
if someone said, "Hey, you want to come to the Taylor Swift concert with me? Here's a free ticket," I'd be like, "Absolutely."
You would go?
Super cool. But
If Kristen backs out,
but I would
you're in.
I would not pay $1. Is my point. Like,
Would you
and
pay-
that's not a shot at Taylor Swift. Like, maybe I'd pay $10. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, the point is, like, I'm not paying $100 to see Taylor Swift, much less $15.
yeah, I think you'd be missing out. And you
Look, I'm
love
sure it's a
concerts.
nice show. I love I would go to any concert.
We could get matching outfits.
I
It
would-
would be a fun time.
I don't think I would do that.
You wouldn't
I
that
would go
far.
to a concert with you in a second. I definitely would. It'd be awesome. But
Well, here's something else funny. I think I'm going to see Bruce Springsteen. I
just
know.
cause.
Kristen's dad got tickets for us. So, which is just so funny because I remember I said a few pods ago, like, I know I'm getting old and pretty soon I'm going to like Bruce Springsteen. And now I'm going to be at a Bruce Springsteen. It's
Well,
my
you were talking
natural
about-
evolution.
You're
yeah.
gonna be so miserable. It's such a long concert.
Well, it's just,
I mean, Bruce is probably like 4 hours.
oh, I know. I mean, it'll be a fun time, but it's my natural evolution into an older sports person,
Yes.
right? Like pretty soon I'll be in the media house being like, hey, who's going to see Bruce this week?
Not me. Never.
From Taylor Swift to
I will
Bruce
always
Springsteen.
hate Bruce Springsteen. Hate is not a fair word. I respect Bruce Springsteen. Great performer, all that. Great song.
I only know one of his songs.
I just do not like his music. You know one Bruce Springsteen
Born
song?
to Run.
That's it? I bet you know
There's
more
probably
than
something in the USA, isn't there?
Born in the USA.
So isn't Born to Run?
2 separate songs.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm
I
hearing
know
about-
I'm
I know
right.
I'm hearing about it.
I
Yeah.
love how he's like, let me think. Wait, no,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, I know. I'm
Very
I'm
similar
100%.
though.
I can name more Bruce Springsteen songs.
They're very similar though, I will say.
Well,
feels
they're-
like
they're
you're
not
kind of
similar in
mailing
the
it
way
in
they
on those
sound,
two.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's Thunder Road.
Oh, I know Thunder Road.
There you go. Glory Days.
I know Glory Days.
Hungry Heart.
I know Hungry Hearts.
See, you know more.
So I
than
know
me.
more than I thought. It'll be a fun time. It's more Taylor Swift songs than I know.
I know 2 Taylor Swift songs. I know that We Are Never Ever
It's a good
Ever.
one. It's a banger.
And I obviously know Shake It Off. Those are the only 2 Taylor
So I know Shake It Off, those the one you just said, the one about tea time.
Didn't know there's Tea Time. This is riveting podcast.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Love song
People
for love
doesn't know,
story.
This is why I came.
This
to
is
the-
why we named it Eagle Schedule.
This is
League.
why I came to the Go Birds pod.
Yeah.
This.
All right. We can get into the schedule.
I'm excited for you.
We can talk Taylor on Saturday for Go
obviously
Birds
need
Radio.
a big
We'll need a
in-depth
recap.
review.
Yeah. Yeah.
as then she'll become your favorite artist.
Yeah, like she's all the hits. Yeah.
Oh, so
She's the
great.
best
They're
of the
all bangers.
generation.
I love it
Agreed,
so
yeah.
much. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Well, auto download the pod.
Yeah, auto download the pod.
Auto download the
I love
pod.
you just casually. You're just
Just
like,
drop it in. That
By
might be
the
the
way-
new way to do it.
it is, yes.
Casually drop it
Good
in.
day. I'm remembering to do it is as good as any.
Yeah, we got some good reviews recently. Got one really mean one, but that's okay.
Just so you know, rate and review the pod. Unless you're gonna give a me one.
Yeah, then just don't listen.
It really hurts out.
Yeah,
Like
just
I'm
don't
not.
listen
I'm
then.
not kidding. Inside.
Although wait,
baseball,
don't tell them too
whatever.
much because I don't want the mean
I
people that are
won't,
listening
I
to
won't,
then
I
feel the
won't.
need to do it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah.
Elliot's a wonderful man.
And if you like the
know,
pod,
he's a
help-
sweetheart of a human being.
Thank
Like,
you.
Treat him as such.
if you like the pod, go leave a review so we can bump down the mean one.
Yeah, and if you don't like the pod, stop listening. All
Yeah.
right, here you go. I
Hit
don't
auto
ever
download.
want to like get rid of listeners, but if you don't like the pod and you want to go and bitch about it
Yeah.
online, then guess what? Just don't listen.
You're not a
you
real
don't
one.
have to.
You're
You
not
don't
an
have-
auto
Honestly, as we
downloader.
always say, just download. I don't care if you listen. It's
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
fine. You know?
Yeah. At least hit play and maybe turn the volume down.
No. Not if you're gonna write a mean review. I don't want you to listen.
It's
I
a
want
good
you
point.
out.
We
All
need
right?
we need no yeah.
This is
That's a
a
good point.
positive space.
It
here,
is.
all
It's a
right?
safe space.
We love each other.
Yes.
We're creating community here. We love our community.
Nice
all
people
the amazing
only.
people who
Got
tune
all
in
these
from
commenters
YouTube,
now.
all our peeps. Like we nice people only. That is
Yes.
room for go
Agreed.
birds. Flat out. All right, let's get into it because we'll talk Sixers in a minute and betting on the Sixers.
Yes.
Because if you just listen to Elliot Shore Parks this whole time,
I'm not
You're
taking the
winning
I'm not
money!
taking the victory lap yet.
nor should you. There's so.
I mean, I was still right, but I'm not completely taking it yet.
Let's talk some Eagles scheduling
Yeah.
first, and stuff to bet on as well. But we only know for sure one
One
game
game.
at the moment. The only officially announced game that is definitely happening is the Eagles will be playing on Christmas Day versus the Giants at 4:30. It is a Monday. Sucks, but you know it is what it is.
Well, look,
I mean,
it's
you're
not,
a bigger Christmas guy than I am. For me, here's the way I look at it. Okay, it's a Monday that I wasn't working. Now I'm working. A Tuesday I probably would have had off. We all would have had off. Is the day after Christmas. We would be working. So it's more of a selfish thing for me.
well, to
where
be
it's
fair
like,
though, now you
if
have
it had
off.
been on Sunday, I could have had the Eagles game on Sunday. We did a pod. Monday, Tuesday off. Go back to work Wednesday. Would have been delightful.
So here's a question: will teams play Christmas Eve then on that Sunday?
Of course, yeah. I think the vast majority of the schedule.
So
will be on
that,
Christmas
sorry,
Eve.
having processed that, I think this is the best outcome because the best time of Christmas, in my opinion, is Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. I think by the time you get to Christmas Day in the afternoon, like you've the ship has sailed a little on the holiday, right? So from an Eagles and from a fan perspective, if you're going to the game, first of all, lots of people will get tickets for Christmas, which will be very fun. People will open tickets Christmas morning, go to the game that day. That'll be really cool. But you get Christmas Eve off, and then you still get Christmas morning because it's a 4:30 game. If it was a 1 o'clock game, that would really suck. But the best part of this is it's an easy win for the Eagles.
Well, yeah, obviously. you
They're
wanna
not
win
playing the
business.
Chiefs. They're not playing the
Sure,
Bills. They're
sure.
not playing the Cowboys, which would be an exciting matchup. But you don't want it on Christmas. You don't want exciting. You want 34-7.
Yeah.
Right? You want a dominating win.
I want no Christmas, but I'll take it. I mean, this means we're doing a pod at like 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve. Like
Yeah,
eight
no,
Christmas
Christmas
night.
Day.
I mean.
Well, we did Christmas Eve last year, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
this is better.
I'd rather do Christmas Eve than Christmas Day. Either way, again, it's more the having to work actually.
Yeah.
that I'm bummed about, but that's fine.
Well, but look, I think like I said, it's an easy game, and it is,
So what's the line? Set the line.
yeah. Okay.
It will be week 16 or whatever, week 15.
Eagles minus. I got to get back into NFL mode, not NBA mode. 8.
I was gonna say 6.5.
Okay. All
I
right.
like it.
I-
I'm getting way out front of this.
I don't think the Giants are going to be good next year.
I don't either. I think they
So
take
I think there's a
step
chance,
back.
but by the time Christmas comes around, the Eagles have like 4 or 5 more wins than they do,
All
if
right,
not
so
more.
So why
Actually,
don't
way
we-
more because it'll be almost.
So
end of the year.
obviously we're going to be, talking a lot about betting on the Eagles this season as the season rolls on, and really once we get the full schedule, we'll really dive into lines for games, lines for the season, all that sort of stuff. But you took the time, being you, to lay out the perfect schedule.
Yes, I did.
So I want you to tell us why you believe, and tell us the schedule that you've laid out is the best schedule for the Eagles. And for your opening game, give me an opening line.
Okay, so let me say this first. I really think the schedule matters.
Of course it matters.
Right, the people that we already know the opponents. So who cares?
it's
No,
weak
it
sauce.
completely matters. It
Dude,
matters.
Hot starts matter.
Hot start-
Confidence
100%.
matters.
How
all
you
that.
end the season.
talked-
If you have a tough stretch. All these
Couldn't
things.
agree more on this.
100%.
Away games when they are
And-
all that.
And not to mention how you get opponents. Like
Yeah.
if you get the Chiefs coming off of, let's say, the Bills game, right?
Yeah,
or
whether
vice
short
versa.
weeks, long weeks.
Yes.
I hate when people do that.
Yes.
Either guess what? I can tell you the opponents 3
Yeah,
days before. It's
yeah.
like, all right,
It's so lame.
Thanks, cool guy.
Yeah. And also, I think, people say, I can't believe the NFL makes it such a big event. We're all really excited for
I
it.
can't wait.
Let's just embrace the
Yeah.
excitement.
Now, I will agree. I don't know if I need an hour-long TV show about it.
Oh,
or whatever.
you get it within the first minute.
I'm going to be watching the Sixers anyway at that
Yes,
point,
good
so it
point.
won't matter. But I do think, it's probably one of those things that they don't need to make as big a deal of as they do particularly. But for us, I can't freaking wait.
Yeah, I'm
I
super
can't
excited.
Wait to know the schedule.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Especially
and also for travel,
for
for
us-
all this stuff.
Us, perfect. Like our schedule literally dictates off this. Like our personal lives.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, you
I know, we're
especially
making a
traveling
trip
every
this year.
game.
We'll go
By the
Birds,
way,
fans of
yes.
Philly trip.
Okay. Officially announcing this now, even though we have not done anything official, we're going to go to a game together.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
Actually-
I will make it a point to travel to a game. We want as many Go Birds people there, whatever game it is.
Here's what
Pick
we
it
should do.
early. It's going to happen.
Here's what we should do. The schedule comes out Thursday, right? We will have a pod about the schedule, but also go to the Go Birds Twitter group chat where you get, you ask to join it. You're probably, if you're a real one, you're probably in it, but if not, you're more than welcome to join. And just say the game you think would be the funnest to go away. to.
Yes, I like this.
Because these are real ones. These are auto downloaders. These are people that are
Yeah.
likely going to come. Like, obviously, we'll have to figure our
Well,
schedule
the
out. We
only
can't
reason I want
promise.
to go is to hang out.
That's
with
what
all
I'm
of you.
saying.
Like that's
Yes.
it. Elliot and I want to go to an away game and hang out with as many Go Birds listeners as we can, and that's it. Like I don't
Yes.
care about anything else with the whole thing. So I want to go to as many. I want to go to the game with the most Go Birds listeners.
100%. So everyone tweet us in that group what game you think would be
Love
the funnest
this.
to go
This is a
to.
great idea.
Right? Then we get a lot of ideas and all those things. Okay.
You're perfect, Sam.
So week 1 for me, the perfect schedule would have been Giants at home. They get it Christmas Day, so that's not happening. But I think the Giants at home is one of the easiest games of the year. There's no shot the Giants
I
are going to
love
beat
your
the Eagles.
You're
There's
not
no
being
shot.
Dismissive.
There's no shot,
That's the word.
right?
I love your dismissive.
They deserve to be dismissed.
That's
Also,
great.
did you see Darren Waller is wearing number 12?
No.
What a horrendous
Okay,
number. for him.
quarterback?
Yeah,
Are you kidding
I can't believe they allowed that to happen.
Honestly, I might cut him. That's,
Well, I certainly don't have to worry about him anymore at number 12.
that's good.
So I would go, I'll go through these quick.
Yeah.
Giants week 1, that's an easy win. Then I would go Tampa week 2, another easy win.
Baker Mayfield, I can handle it.
Week 3, San Francisco Sunday Night Football, easy win. The Niners don't have a quarterback, right? They don't have a
Get
quarterback.
him earlier in the season.
Yes,
better.
get him earlier in the season
I agree
before
with
whoever
that.
their quarterback is settled
Honestly,
in.
I'd be fine opening. I know you want an easier game.
I agree. You could
If
open
they
with
make
them
the
too.
opening game like Sunday Night Football, Eagles, Niners, in.
And
I
it's a
would be
win.
Totally fine
It
with
is
that.
a
I
guaranteed
agree.
win.
I think they win at home.
Yes.
Especially, I like the idea too. The NFL, coming right off this off season
Yeah.
with all the back and forth.
That would be sick.
That'd be
Maybe that
it'd
should be week 1.
It'd be smart. It'd
Yes.
be smart.
Maybe that should be week 1. We'll you can
Yeah, it's
chime
a
in on some
collaborative
possibilities.
effort.
Yes. So anyway, they're 3-0 at this point. Week 4 at New England.
Just like last year.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Week 4 at New England Patriots.
Sure.
Easy win, right?
Yeah, they're gonna just dominate.
Just to be clear, anybody tuning in live now, this is a mock schedule.
Yes,
This is
it's
not
not
their,
real. It's
This
not
is
real.
not their real schedule.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a good week 5 opponent, Dallas at home. You get them earlier in the year. You get them at home first. It's going to be a tough game. The Cowboys are going to be good, but I think they win the home game.
I agree.
So you're 5-0 at that point.
Dominating.
Week 6, Washington at home.
I mean, lock.
Easy
Fine.
win, especially if you lose that Cowboys game, then you have an easy win after it.
Sam Howell coming to town.
Yeah, easy win. So 6-0. Week 7 at New York Jets, Monday night. Look, I think, who knows? But I think it's not a super tough
I
game.
think it's a win.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So 7-0.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers won.
Some
We
tells
don't
me
need
you're going to
Mike.
have them at 17-0 or 16-1. Week 8, Minnesota Vikings at home.
I mean, they're not losing to Kirk
The
Cousins.
Vikings are just the definition of who cares when you play them.
Yeah,
I
no.
think maybe you ideally want them later in the year because they're a dome team, but they're also from Minnesota.
I'm pretty
so-
excited about this too because then we can start to get the people who put out the tweets like last team to go 8-0 back-to-back years, start a season,
Yes.
all that fun stuff.
All
I'm
right.
excited for this. I can't wait for it now.
Week 9, Washington again. Just
It's a little
early.
No, but it's also 8-0 last year.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Washington
Good
8-0
point.
This year.
I also have it on a short week,
Yeah,
Thursday night.
oh,
That's
buddy.
a good point. All right, well,
They'll win it
9-0.
anyway.
Yeah, 9-0. All right, week 10, bye week. 9 games before, 8 games
They're
after.
gonna win the bye week, as we know. Nick attacks rest.
Yes, so they will. That is another win. 9-0-1. Week 11, Chiefs. Sunday Night Football. You get them off a bye
Off
week.
a bye, I like this.
It's the best. I think that's a loss, but whatever.
I mean, they'll win.
Okay. I think they're going to lose to the Chiefs.
You think they're going to lose the Super Bowl rematch?
Yes,
You're
I do.
crazy?
I do.
Oh, no way. So much motivation. Chiefs won't even
At
care.
Kansas City?
Chiefs will be like, 9-2. It won't even matter. to
Okay.
them. Yeah.
I think that's a loss.
I think that's a stone cold.
I think they could play the Chiefs any point of the schedule, and it's a loss.
you are such an Eagles hater when it comes to the
It's
Chiefs.
the one team I think is
Yeah.
way better. Than them.
Why? They're not way better.
Not way better.
They almost beat them
Not
in
way
the freaking
better.
Super
I take
Bowl.
back way better. I think the Chiefs are better.
I don't, but
I know
they
you don't.
might be. But regardless, like one game where the Eagles have way more motivation to win it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think I'll put it out here now. I think the Eagles are beating the Chiefs no matter what. When they play.
Okay. Will be a fun week. Maybe
Should
we'll
we
pick
make a bet
Kansas City.
now? Should we make a
Good.
bet now before the schedule's even out?
Sure.
right
I
now?
feel like we never pay these bets.
We
for
never
sure.
do. We never. Yeah, we never.
We'll figure out a bet.
We'll figure out a bet. But right now, officially, Eagles Chiefs bet.
How about so we always
I
stop
don't even
before
need
we.
points, because the Eagles won't be favored in Kansas City. I'll straight up.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Money line.
Okay,
Yeah.
money line.
Week 12, Arizona, your boy coming back.
So
Easy win coming off the Chiefs.
I like that. Kyler will be back by then.
Yeah, who cares though?
Not me.
Yeah,
They
Kyler
will
sucks.
crush Gannon.
Week 13
Gannon
could
might
be a
not
low
make it out of
scoring.
the stadium.
Could be a
right?
low scoring game, but I think they'll win it.
Gannon might need some security in the.
Week 13 at New York Giants, another win. It's a tougher on the road, but
So
another
this
win.
is the first time we know that this schedule won't
Yes, because we know that.
happen.
Well, and week 1, but
Yes, well, yeah, the home. You could have flipped it and said away.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way.
week 14, Buffalo Bills. No good time to play them, but I don't want them early because
I'm
it
not
could be
that
a
scared
loss.
of the
I don't want
Bills.
them that late. Yeah, they're not great,
Every year, it's the last 3 years, and I did it the one year. It's the Bills are the best team. Oh, look out for the Bills.
and they're never as good as you
It's just
think.
disappointing.
I agree.
So
So
get out
I
of the
think
second round.
week 15, 16 at Seattle, at LA.
Sure.
You get the
So
week out
you stay
west.
out
they
there.
stay out
I like
west.
it.
I think
like
that's what they want to do.
I like it. So we're 13
my guess is they'll
or
get it.
14 at this point.
I think 18 now at this point.
Oh, we're already at 18.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
they're
good.
already at 18.
Good. That's amazing.
Week 17,
Who did we beat in the playoffs?
probably San Francisco. Week 17, the Miami Dolphins at home. You get them in December. Who knows what's going on with that team at
Sure.
that point?
I mean, Tua, all that stuff.
So here would be my last. This is like a legit takeoff of this. I think they should hope their last game of the season is at Dallas, and here's why. Because I think the chances of that game mattering are very slim, just very
I like
slim.
this. So just a week off.
And the toughest game outside of Kansas City is their trip to Dallas.
Like this.
And
So
since
just
you know
get-
you're going to play a
it's
divisional
okay.
opponent,
I'm with you on this.
I think you hope it's at Dallas, and you roll the dice that the
Yeah,
game
it might
matters.
matter.
Now
I really like
it's
it.
a high risk roll because
It
if it
is.
matters, that's very
Yeah,
tough.
It is.
But I just think the chance of it mattering are slim.
Okay, so 2 questions for you, and then I want to get to the Sixers.
Yes.
because, we should react, and I think a lot of Eagles fans are Sixers fans. So,
Right.
and we should talk about the betting options for the rest of the series, because believe it or not, they're not a favorite in Game 6. I want to get into that with you.
I saw that. Yeah.
But I have 2 questions. First, I want your let's say it's Giants away to open the season because it can't happen. So let's say it's Giants away to open the season, your opening week line. And then 2, I want you to tell me which of those games you think is most likely to actually be on the schedule the week you have it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like,
Yeah, I see
because
what
this is
you're
your perfect schedule, but which of these do you think is the most realistic opponent and week?
Are you
Because I
asking me
have 2
now or am I
answers.
waiting on this? Okay, you
Yeah,
asked
I'm
me
asking
now.
you now.
I didn't know if you
Because I think it's one of 2.
okay. I would say San Francisco week 3.
That was one of my 2.
Yeah, is a good shot. And then I would say
I think Dallas week 18,
yeah, week
right?
18, yeah.
I think those 2 sound right. Like those 2 sound like, yep,
Yeah.
that could happen.
I would also say I do think Seattle,
Unless it's Niners
LA.
week 1.
Yeah. The only concern about Seattle, LA, where I had it is, in 2017 they went Seattle, LA late in the season. Now they won the Super Bowl that
They
year.
won the Super Bowl. Why is that a concern?
Would you
It's a great
take a
thing.
Super Bowl with Mariota?
Sure.
Okay, just
Of
curious.
course I
Just
would.
curious. Just curious.
I don't care. Win me a Super Bowl.
Well, and also Tanner McKee reminds people a lot of Nick Foles.
I would Tanner McKee Super Bowl. Lock it in.
Okay.
Let's go.
What was the second schedule?
Second one was week 1 opening line. Actually, let's just say
I'll say this: they will
regardless
be.
of the opponent.
I think they will be at least a 4-point favorite, no matter who they play week 1, unless it's the Chiefs.
Love it. All right. Let's get to the Sixers. But first, as we're talking about it, we're about to talk about gambling on this series. Download the BetPark
Yes.
Sportsbook and Casino app. Again, what are we doing here? All right. Every week we tell you, we talk about auto download, we talk about all this stuff. The BetParks app is the one that benefits you the most here.
You fumbled the ball last night. We're texting me, you and Jack, and Embiid's killing it, and you're like, "Oh man!" And because Jack had a certain point total, I think he put it up to 40, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. and he got it at good odds. It was like plus 700, plus 800, and you were like, I should have done that.
I should have done that.
Yes,
I should have
should've
done
done
that. I should open up the Parks app.
imagine
Parks
watching
app
him now. He didn't hit it, so
He
it's the
didn't
best
hit it,
bet.
so I
Yeah.
did save myself
You
money.
did.
But in the moment, I wanted it to.
Yeah, you wanted to
happen.
root for it.
Yes, and that's the beautiful thing with the BetParks app. Not only can you bet on player performances, you can put it into a same game parlay. You can bet on Embiid's points along with Max's points along with Harden's points, and bang! Not only do you get to watch the Sixers winning game, you get to bet on that. Plus, you can bet on the game itself. You can bet on the total point totals. You can bet live in-game betting, which last night actually probably would not have been a great move because the Sixers just dominated. The
all
basketball
game. Yeah.
The bet last night's bet was bet the money line prior to the game, get those plus 200 odds. That would have been a good bet.
Here would be my gambling advice. If you think they're going to win game 6, I don't know what the money line is. It's probably not great because they're
Yeah,
underdogs.
that's
But regardless, if you think they're going to win game 6, don't bet that money line. Bet them to win the whole title because the title is plus 320, I think, right now. And if they win this series, they are going to win the championship. So in terms of gambling perspective, their odds are going to go even further after they win this thing.
Yeah,
We'll get into it in a second.
Okay, let's get into it. All right, so anyway, yes, let me finish this.
Yes.
Good point. Finish the actual,
Yeah.
read that I'm doing. BetParks, the app it's easy to use, it's fun, it's intuitive, and we've been having so much fun using it and making money. And more than anything, you get to watch these games. You're gonna watch them anyway. Have some extra fun. Be locked in because you got some action on. You must be 21 and present in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Of course, great deal. Again, if you bet $10, you win your first bet, get $125 in bonus, site bonus back. If your first bet is a winner again, must be 21 and present in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Ohio. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Better chance to win the title, Eagles or Sixers?
I mean, you have to say Sixers right
Agreed.
now. Yeah, you just have to. They're
They're
a
a
win
game
away
away.
from the Eastern Conference. Like, just factually. Now, do I like in my gut? Do I have more confidence in the Sixers or the Eagles? It's the Eagles. Like, even though I know they still have to go through the whole season, all that, I
Right.
still trust the Eagles to do what they have to do more. But yeah, I mean, the path is so clear for the Sixers now.
It's right there.
I do think you're going a little, you're jumping way in.
I'm not.
Dude, so I think you're underrating the Nuggets and the Lakers. Like, they're both quality basketball
Yes, they're
teams.
quality teams. The Sixers are better than both of those.
They
teams.
might be, but the Sixers lost to a Hawks team that they were better than a few years ago. Like, this
This team's different though.
Look, they might be. They just lost game 3 by they got boat races.
Look, this is my opinion of the Sixers. If they win the Celtics series, they are winning the title.
They might
and
be,
if they
but I
win
don't
this
think
series,
I don't
ready?
think it's like just a lot.
Ready? If they win this series, there's a better chance they sweep the rest of the way than they don't win the title.
Oh, stop. Dude.
There's a better
They're
chance.
not winning 11 straight to win the title. They're not.
They are.
That's
If they
crazy
beat
now.
the Celtics, they are winning the championship. I think the Celtics, these next 2 games or 1 games, are the toughest games they have left. After that, you get Miami for the conference finals, who even cares? They'll beat them easily. Maybe they lose 1 game to the Heat.
Bro,
And
but
then
they probably will beat the Heat. I agree.
They will
with that.
definitely
you
beat
are
the Heat.
The Heat are a good playoff team, man, and Jimmy Butler's
Heat are fine.
Jimmy Butler won 1 game by himself.
I don't know about that. Maybe. But ultimately, the Sixers are the far better team, right?
They're better.
They are far better, in my opinion.
I
think
they're
they're
better.
far better.
I think they're definitively better.
So I think something you have to consider with the
But I
Heat is
don't think they're far better than the Lakers or Nuggets. I think that they're all 3 are really close. Like,
So-
again, you're just saying, oh, no problem. LeBron will just whoop him. Like,
No,
man.
no.
Like,
I
LeBron
think they
and
will
AD,
sweep.
AD's been
but
awesome.
Yeah, they've been
Jokic
really
has
good.
been awesome in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Nuggets do have a real
They
home
do.
court advantage. And yes, the Sixers, as you pointed out, would have the home court advantage in the finals, but like you'd still have to play 2 or 3 games in Denver. Like, those are hard to do, especially Embiid. Like,
Right.
Embiid already has stamina issues in the freaking altitude. Like,
Well,
that's
he'll be
going
in
to
better
tough.
shape by then. Look, ultimately, the chances they sweep are obviously slim. But what I'm saying is they are winning the championship if they beat the Celtics.
I
And
love your
I think something that
I think they should be the favorite. If they beat the Celtics, I agree they should be the favorites for the title, but I'm talking like they should be plus 200 and the Nuggets should be plus 210 and the Lakers should be plus 300. Like, I think it's really close.
And I think something that's happening right now in this series is people are saying, well, the Celtics aren't as good as we thought. And maybe there is some truth to that.
I think there is truth to that.
But I think when saying that, it's diminishing what the Sixers are doing. I think the Celtics don't look good because they are playing the Sixers. Much like when the Sixers haven't looked good, it's because
It's
they're
only
playing the
one
Celtics.
game the Celtics have not looked good. The Sixers
No, I'm
won
saying
on last-second shots.
you
2
agree-
of the 3 games they won.
No, but I'm saying of the 5
I
games
know, I'm
they've
just
played,
saying
you have
we're
not
saying-
been as impressed with the Celtics as you expected.
No, but I came into the series again. I said this to you before. I don't think there's a great team in the NBA this year. I think none of these teams are great. Like relative to each other, you could say the Sixers.
Well, that's
are
what I
great,
mean, relative to each other.
But like, I don't think any of these teams are a great team. I think they're all super beatable, depending on given games and given nights and all that. Like,
Right.
So I just don't think there's any dominant team in the NBA.
I just think when you talk about the Heat look good right now because they are playing the Knicks.
I mean,
And
they look
they
good
got out of
against
the
the
first
Bucks.
round because Giannis missed 3 games.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, you missed like half the series.
Yeah. Is it right?
Minutes wise.
Okay, right. So 2.5 or whatever it was. He missed a large portion of that series, right? So ultimately, when I look at all these teams, the Sixers.
The Heat,
yeah.
I'm not scared of.
Yeah.
I do think they'll beat the Heat. I just don't think they'll sweep them. I think you're going a little far saying, oh, they'll boat race them. I think the Heat are a tough playoff team that plays hard and are not just going to get walked away.
Yeah.
But I do think the Sixers will beat them. I think the Nuggets and Lakers are a real formidable opponent.
I mean, the Sixers are 7-2 in the playoffs. Like they are playing really good right
So are the Nuggets.
now. I know, but
The Nuggets are, or no, I guess they're 7-3 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right. You know
so
what I mean?
one
So
less.
the Lakers are what? 7-2 in the playoffs also, right?
No, because they didn't
Yeah.
sweep the Grizzlies and they've lost to the
They've
Warriors
once to
at
the
least
Warriors.
once.
They beat the Grizzlies 4-1.
In 5, did they? Okay.
I think it was. It might have been 5-2, but I think
Okay.
they're either 7-2 or 7-3.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
it's all the same
Right.
between these 3 teams.
I
More or
think
less.
I think the Sixers are the best.
I know you do.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very clear. And
Right.
I do too. Like if the Sixers get past the Celtics, I think they should be the betting favorite to win
Yes.
it all.
I'm curious
I
how
just am
low
not-
do you think it'll go?
I think it'll go to like plus 200 or something.
Well, all right, let's take a step back.
Yes.
What do you think is going to happen the rest of the series?
I actually think the Sixers win in 6. I think they close it out.
I think that's where I'm at too.
That's where I'm at again, but I wouldn't be shocked. Look, again, I think they could lose the series.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying this series is over. Now I'm predicting them to win.
I
I
think
predicted
they
them
win. I
before
think
the
they do
series,
win.
but I really think that moment where they almost lost in game 4 and won, that was it. That was the moment they won the series right there. When they escaped that game with a win, because you see it. Like once they got to overtime and Marcus Smart missed that shot. In overtime, like if Embiid got cheated out of those 3 points, but Embiid played well in overtime. He was awesome for all of game 5. The entire team was awesome for all of game 5. What I think is interesting about this series is the Sixers look like the mentally tougher team, and I think they're the better coach team. I think they're the better team that's better coached, that has
Oh,
stepped
they're
up.
definitely better coach.
Yeah, that has stepped up to the big
Missoula
moments.
has shown his age. There's,
Yeah,
his
he's
youth
been
is-
bad.
His lack of, Doc has, and I don't think any Sixers fan was looking to praise Doc.
Right.
Doc has been way better.
Yeah, he's been way
like, I think game 3, Doc did not have a great game, but everyone didn't have a great game.
Right.
But on the whole, he's outcoached Missoula. It's not even a
I
question.
mean, Daniel House yesterday, like
Out of
he's-
nowhere. That
yeah.
was phenomenal.
he's been really good. So I
He's
think
been
this
very good. Doc has been very good this play.
I think this Sixers team is,
But again, still Doc has what 3-1 series blown leads, 3.
yeah,
you
again,
know, a
the
bunch
series
of
is not
3-2s.
over.
Like he's the all-time blow series guy. In
This
the history of the
next
sport, so.
this next win that they need is the toughest win they'll have the rest of the way, in my opinion.
Maybe
Because
I get
when
your
you take
point.
into account all the getting over the second
I
round
get your
hump, the
point.
Celtics,
yes,
like
I think you're probably right just from that perspective.
Yes.
But I don't think it means they're definitely winning the title.
okay, we disagree on that. But
Like again, I think we're disagreeing. You think if they're a lock to win the title?
I think, yes,
I'm just saying
I
I
think
don't
if-
think they're a lock to win the title. I think that's pretty fair.
I
to
think
say.
I think they're 99%. I think if
That's crazy. Embiid injury alone makes it less.
well,
than
yes,
99%.
you're right. If Embiid and Harden break their legs, I will
If
be wrong.
anyone does, they like Maxey gets hurt, like Embiid gets hurt.
I think they could win it without Maxey. Maxey's important, but I think that's how much better they are.
More
than
than
their
anything, I
teams.
think you're underrating the Lakers and the Nuggets as opponents.
Maybe the Lakers are playing good right now, and they have
and
some
you
elite
just will
quality.
never give the Nuggets credit.
The Nuggets are just fine. They are a fine team. The Sixers
They're
will,
up 3-2 on Phoenix. We came into this
but
playoff.
Phoenix is
Hold on.
also
Just lost Chris Paul. They've actually looked better without Chris Paul.
right,
they-
but they're
Chris
also
Paul
a new
slowed them
team
down.
still put together.
Regardless, you and I came into this playoff
Yeah.
saying we're picking the Phoenix Suns to win the NBA championship, and the Nuggets are up 3-2 on them. I'm just saying at a certain point you have to step back and give the Nuggets a little credit.
Well, to
just
be
being
fair,
like, oh, they're frauds.
Jokic should have been suspended, so they shouldn't be up 3-2.
Just give them a little credit. Just a little.
Yeah, I did. I said they're
You
a
did.
fine team.
You did.
They're probably the
Yeah,
third.
see, I know what you're doing here. That's enough.
If you include the Celtics, which you should,
Jokic has outplayed Embiid in the playoffs.
I
without a
can't
doubt.
get into ridiculous right now with the Jokic thing.
Yes, he has outplayed him.
I don't know about that. Now Embiid's been hurt.
Numbers wise, it's
Yeah,
not
Embiid's
close.
been hurt.
Like
Yeah.
numbers wise, it's not. He's not in the hemisphere.
Right,
of-
because of the Embiid injury, you're probably right about that.
I mean, just period.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to title odds before we get
Yeah.
out of here because
I don't even need the title odds. No, I'm just kidding. They have to win this. They have to
So,
win this next game. We'll
the
do game
Nuggets
6.
are plus 275. They are the favorites to win the title.
It's foolish.
Then
You'd have
the
to be a true
Sixers
fool
and-
to bet on the Nuggets.
Sixers and Lakers are plus 300 tied. The Celtics are plus 450, and then the Suns. Then it goes far. Suns plus 1200. The Heat plus 1400, even though they're already up in the series. I'll tell you though, the Warriors are plus 1800. I'm with you. I think the Sixers should be the
Yeah, that's the
favorite.
best bet on the
The
board
Warriors are plus 1800
because they could still beat
They
the
have
Lakers.
come back from 3-1,
Yeah.
man. Like they,
Yeah.
they, you know, like let's
I agree.
not get
And
into
then if
it
they
here.
do
It's
it-
Steph Curry, if they do it, their odds go way down
Right.
from there. So I'm just saying, like bet wise, plus 1800 for the Warriors. If you can stomach a 3-1 deficit,
So what do you think about the Sixers being 2-point underdogs on? I like it.
I love it.
I think from a Sixers perspective, it's good.
I just think it's weird, and I understand why they do it. But like the Sixers are a clear favorite to win the Eastern Conference now. Like those odds, they are minus 106, and the Celtics are over plus 200. So like I get it because the Celtics have to win 2 games. But if you're saying the Celtics are favored in the first one, if they win, they would be favored in the second one. It's just weird. Like
So-
it's just weird that the odds are not.
I think
more
the
skewed
odds
that
have been
way.
a little off all series because all year it feels like the Celtics were the clear betting favorite.
Agreed.
So I just think we know that whoever's setting these odds is a true Celtics believer, right? Or that the money is coming in on them. So that's
The
why I mean,
money,
think
yeah.
about it. The Sixers are 3-2 against the Celtics, and they're what? The Celtics are plus 450. You said to win the title. The Nuggets are 3-2
Yeah,
against
it's
the
a great
Suns,
point.
and the Suns are plus
1400.
right.
Yeah.
So
it's a great point. Actually.
you know,
Yeah, really good point.
and I do think there's
And the Suns are at least like
the Suns are
comparable,
good.
you know,
The
but-
Suns are just a bit of a mess because they're a new team and Chris
then
Paul's
got
hurt and everything.
stuff. And they not just that, their new team, they have no one. Like they like outside of Durant and
And,
Booker,
and who are unbelievable.
yeah, who are amazing. That's why
Yeah.
they are where they are. But like their role play, like their bench players are real.
I mean,
bad.
they have
Like,
the 2
it's
best players in the
unbelievable. And
series.
Ayton is regressed.
Right.
So,
So you would think if you have the 2 best players in the series,
you have a real chance to win the series.
you do. So the
Well, they
Suns
don't
have a
two
great
best
chance.
players.
That's
Stop.
why, yeah, they do.
Stop. Jokic is
You would take Jokic over Booker or
I think
Durant.
Jokic is the best player in that series. Yes, and
Okay.
I which is funny because I actually would say those 3 are like 3 of my top 6 playoff guys right now. Like I would probably take. I mean, I think so far through the playoffs, the entirety of the playoffs. Like obviously Embiid last night was amazing. If he can do it for the rest, he can.
Right.
But I think the players who have been the 3 best players in the playoffs so far this year have been Jokic,
It just pains me so much.
Booker, and Jimmy Butler.
This is probably
Those have been the 3 best players in the playoffs this year. Whatever else you want to say, that numbers wise, production wise, and then probably Durant right after. Those 3 guys they've just been the best players. Like statistically, whatever metric you want to use, those guys, then LeBron would be up there. AD's been really good, but like
AD's
those
been
3
really good.
guys have been the best 3 players in the playoffs.
I
So it
just,
is.
like, this is probably how you felt when I said the best movie award should go to the movie that got the most money. I cannot accept
You
your
just have
Jokic
such
love.
a
I
Jokic-
cannot accept your Jokic.
it's just me recognizing the reality of the situation. He's been great. He's a great player.
He's-
Like,
he's
look,
just
I get
not.
it. I prefer Embiid. I'm an Embiid guy, and I totally agree with the defensive stuff and all that. But the problem is people go way too far with it because they're so pro Embiid and so like, oh, like Jokic. When like in reality, we can admit he's one of the 5 best players in the sport without a doubt, and he is a miraculous offensive basketball player. Like he's a all around way better offensive player than Embiid, but Embiid is more dominant. Like
I could definitely think of 10 players I'd rather start my team with.
that's just dumb though. That for someone who is so good at normally using his brain,
Right. I
and
just
being
I
rational,
can't
this is
get
emotion,
down with
but
them.
you know it's emotion.
Yeah, there's emotion in there,
Okay.
but also
You
like
can admit that you're wrong, but that you're going to go with it.
I think he's such a fraud, and I think
He's not.
I
He's not.
I
He's
ref-
phenomenal.
I
basketball
just
player.
don't feel that way about him.
I know,
But
but that's on you, buddy.
I know it is.
I'm definitely. I have the truth on my side here.
if Jokic wins a title this year,
Well, that is. I mean, let's be honest, and not funny for Sixers fans, but overall, the funniest outcome of the season is Jokic beating Embiid.
I would
It's like that.
well,
So hilarious.
there is
It's the most appropriate.
there is no shot the Sixers will lose to the
Okay.
Nuggets.
Okay.
I refuse to believe it. It is unfair they get to play in Denver, but whatever.
That's what it
Shout out
is.
Spike Eskin.
Shout out to Mike Eskin. All right, I actually have a good final thought.
Okay, I don't think I have one.
Nothing.
Um,
I actually have 2 good ones.
No.
But one will be for the next one.
okay, then just drop your
Yeah, one is a hypothetical for you, and the other is just a complaint about an everyday thing. I'm going to do the complain about the everyday thing today, and then I'll do the hypothetical when we do the
Okay.
schedule show.
Do
Would
which
you
one
rather
you're-
go the other
Well,
way?
look, the hypothetical sounds fun, but I want you to do what you're most
Well, I feel like the
passionate about
hypothetical
today.
one, we're already, 30
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I feel like
It'll take a
hypothetical
while.
will take a little longer.
Okay.
This is just a statement that I am actually. I rarely know if you'll agree with me on these because sometimes we can get very, very divergent
Disagreement.
with
Yeah,
our
like
opinions.
Jokic.
I feel pretty confident you're going to agree with me. And I'm wondering because long-time listeners know Elliot and I have in the past had a tendency to complain about our wives and their phones.
It's a
They're
dangerous road you're walking
Not
down.
the best at always paying attention. Whatever. Certainly my wife. I will
Yes.
just call Emily out
Yes.
right here. She knows it. Like literally, I could be like, Emily. At 10:30, I'm going to be at a doctor's office. I'm going to have the exact answer from you that I can tell the
Yes.
doctor. So be by your phone and be ready at 10:30. No problem. And then I'll call 15 times. There's no answer. So
All right, well, I'm
that's
excited
just
to hear this story.
a constant thing. So this is something else that Emily does, and it drives me crazy. Less than the
Happy,
other.
happy life,
The
buddy.
happy spouse, happy house.
Yes, yes.
And less than the other one. This is just something she does that a lot of people do. I would say
Okay.
like 15 to 20% of people that I talk to do this. My mom does it. It drives me freaking crazy.
Okay.
Hang up the phone when you're done talking. You ever notice when you're on the phone, like normally I'm a hang up person, so I don't notice. You're a hang up person. You're great at it. You hang up the phone. People will not
I don't think I get it yet.
my wife will not hang up the phone until I do. So if I have my headphones in or
yes.
something, I'm like carrying something.
I
and
agree
I'm
with
talking
that,
to her
yeah.
and I'm walking around. I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. Bye. Bye. I have to pull my phone
Yeah.
out and hang up. I will have to say to her, hey, I've got stuff in my hands.
I wish you guys could see how worked
Can
up he is
you
about
hang
this.
up the phone, please? Because otherwise my pod doesn't come back on.
Right.
I'm listening to background noise, whatever the hell's going on in your life. Because you can't just hit the freaking button. You just put your phone down or something.
So you know
Hang
what?
up the phone.
So you know the pure irony of this situation.
Yes.
They're thinking the same thing about you.
No, they're not. I hang up the phone.
No, but you're saying you wait.
No, I'm saying the only times I wait is if I can't.
Yeah, so I'm
if I
saying.
can't physically hang up the phone because I have something in my hand.
Right.
So I've gotten to the point where I say, Emily, hang up the phone for me because I can't hang it up.
Right. So I'm saying
I never do it by mistake. I always hang up the phone. It's only if I have something in my hands and I can't physically pull my phone out or tap my headphones that I
Right.
will not hang
I
it up.
agree with you. It is very annoying. 100%.
It drives me crazy.
Yes, I agree. But you do realize the times where you're waiting for someone to hang up, they could also be waiting for you to hang up.
No,
See what I'm saying?
no. But again, the only times it ever happens
Right.
is if I can't physically hang up. My wife can always hang up. She
I
never does.
see that point.
Every
You're right.
single
Yes.
phone call, if I wanted to, I could just put my phone down and we could stay on the phone
Yes.
all
When it's
day.
someone you're on the phone with that you're on the phone with all the time, you know that it's something that they always
That's
do.
my point. I'm talking
Yeah, I
about
get that
people who
point.
do
Right.
that. The
Right.
people like my wife who don't hang up the phone, hang up your freaking phone.
Right. I agree.
Thank
I
you.
thought you were saying without saying bye.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying like you say, but all right, talk to you later.
Done. I agree. Yeah. I
Click.
always hang up. I agree.
I agree. I do too. My wife
And
does.
it's something that you think
And my
about
mom
it.
doesn't. And there are people who don't. There
Probably-
are people who just put it back in their pocket or have their headphones on and just assume. They basically assume the other person will hang up for them.
It's selfish.
It's selfish.
It's selfish.
Thank you.
That's a good way you should explain it
That's
to
how I feel.
Emily.
I feel very strongly. Oh, trust me, I've told them.
She knows about the phone.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Now I just say hang up. Like I actually say to her, hey, can you hang up? Because I know that you won't.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good to be able to work through problems.
That's
Yeah.
Anyway.
Clear solutions.
PSA out there.
All right.
All
good.
right. Thank you. I'm not as much of a response on that as I had hoped for. But
No, it's good. I 100% agree with you that it is annoying. It just doesn't happen to me a
I
lot.
got you.
You know,
Okay.
like Kristen
It's 'cause
hangs
Emily
up.
Does it,
Yeah.
so I get it.
And also, I know you walk around the neighborhood a lot, like walking your dog with the
Yes.
head. So I can see why it would
Yes.
be very annoying.
Thank you.
I just can't relate because I
It
can't.
doesn't happen.
doesn't
That's
happen to
fair.
me.
No, that's
But
fair.
I agree it is annoying.
Thank you.
And she
That's
should hang
all
up.
I need.
Yes.
I love you.
Next time I see her, I might be like, yo.
Oh, your phone. Pay attention
You know
to
how
it.
you know how we always get upset you never have your phone? Now when you have it,
She can't win.
here's another solution.
She can't win.
Also, so anybody that's still listening, thank you. But also make sure you put in the group chat.
Yes.
The game.
What game you want to go to? The schedule when it comes out Thursday night. Put in there the game you guys most want to go to, and
We'll figure it out.
we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
And again, we will be back late Thursday night, Friday morning, whatever.
Win-loss
about the
records.
schedule. Yes, win-loss, 17-0, the whole thing. Can't wait.
Boom.
He's like,
Bye, guys.
bye guys.
Sean, Burrito,
Sean, my man.
Rupert, Zach, Brennan, all the good folk.
Love you guys.
All right. See you guys probably Friday or Thursday night. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it depends.
Yes.
Depends.
All right. Bye.
Bye guys.